Hello, I am Catherine Plaisant.
And I'm Ben Schneiderman. We're both from the Human-Computer Interaction Laboratory at the University of Maryland.
We will present research on new desktop environment that we did for the 8,000 international employees of the World Bank. After interviewing employees, we chose to work on a subset of problems that they regularly struggle with: finding people that can help, searching for documents and resources, and juggling many roles. We proposed two concepts: the Bankscape overview and the personal role management. The Bankscape is a tailorable overview of the organization. Here's the bank. This overview will be coupled with display controls and query controls to provide a consistent start point to search for people, documents, and resources.
We propose personal role management as the guiding concept for the next generation of graphic user interfaces. The first generation was the command line interfaces that required users to know about computer concepts and syntax. These were replaced by the second generation graphical user interfaces with a desktop metaphor, icons, and folders. Now, the third generation emphasizes a docu-centric approach in which the applications fade into the background while multimedia documents become the center of attention. We believe that the natural progression is toward a fourth generation of user-centered design, emphasizing users' roles, their colleagues, and their tasks rather than the documents.
First, let's look at the Bankscape. An overview such as the Bankscape should say at a glance what the bank is about. It shows that it is organized in 6 divisions or regions, and that finance and economics are important here. Such an institutional level view of the bank would be suitable for visitors, new employees, or internet access for outsiders. But employees would also want to see their own workspace. 3 other areas were identified by a bank study to be useful for employees: personal space, work group, and business unit. To search for a policy, you would look here. But for a last email about groupware recommending a good package, it's likely to be somewhere here. As familiarity with the system would grow, each area would be made more detailed. Expert users can handle very compact overviews which give rapid access to details, even deep in a hierarchy. Here, we could see that at the bank, I am a task manager responsible for 2 projects, one in Mali, one in Algeria. I also participate in 3 work groups: a task force on information management, the review of best practices on health, and I'm also organizing a party. This is my business unit, and this is my region. This tailorable view can then be used consistently over applications to show the results of manual searches or automatic filtering of information. For example, when I log in, I will want to see where my semi-structured email came from, and also what document or news that fit my interest have been released in various parts of the bank, making the activity more visible. Let's see how the Bankscape can be put to work to search for people. I have that new project on healthcare in Algeria. I'm worrying about some problem, and I wish I knew an old-timer economist who would know about healthcare in Algeria. I might be able to run a traditional Boolean search in the personal database, but it's not easy. Let's see how the overview given on the Bankscape encourages exploration. I asked to show people. There are so many that I can get numbers. I stretch on institutional. I want only economists to be shown. Now the numbers are getting smaller, and I can see individuals. You could see there is lots of economists at the bank. I have chosen to order the faces by seniority. I see on the left the newer people, on the right the old-timers. I could see that on my region there is not too many old-timers. Now I want to restrict to economists that wrote reports. Actually, appraisal report on health, and you can see that the number of people is going down. And I only want old-timers. I could start exploring here because there isn't so many people. But let's say I also want to see who wrote about Algeria. No luck. Maybe I should give up on finding an old-timer. Haha! Let's see who it is. Marie Bernel. Let's see what documents. Ah, Algeria, toward an information-based healthcare system. Yeah, it's perfect. Let's call her. Dialing. Ah, sorry, I'm away for 6 months. Let's send email. I think I'm done with her, so I'm going to close all the windows. Maybe there are people who didn't write report on Algeria, but who lived there for a long time. So I'm going to move Algeria from this side to the other side. Everybody has rated their familiarity with each country on a 1 to 4 scale. I can choose only people who grew up there. Here I get a good set of people who grew up in Algeria. But by pressing 3, I could get people who also lived in Algeria. Ah, here's a good set of people. I have Marie Bernel, and also have 3 people in my own building I didn't know about. I go back to my own bankscape. And because those people are only relevant to my Algeria project, I'm going to drop them there. I search for people, but the same overview can be used to search for other things. Here I was looking for a better package to do the Mali budget, which is really special. I asked for resources, only on the PC, and I entered budget as a keyword. I found tools, even one developed at the bank. There is a helpline in my business unit. There is reference databases in other parts of the bank. Now I could drop those tools in my Mali roles.
In our proposed personal role management model, each role has a vision statement, a task hierarchy, groups of people, and a schedule. If I zoom in on the Algeria role, the Bankscape overview recedes and the role fills the screen. I see the close collaborators on that project and the new people that Catherine found. They are consistently visible, and the pictures act as reminders and as active menus for email, phone, or fax. The schedule comes focused on that specific role, and of course the relevant files and tools are here. I can focus on a task, filtering the schedule, people and files as I desire. A role-structured environment automates many window management tasks, directs effort toward the stated vision, provides cues for intended actions and reminders about schedule and personnel coordination. It also facilitates the description of roles and therefore the transfer of roles during vacations or for new employees. The organizational overview and personal role management concepts show promise for application at the World Bank and elsewhere. Our next step will be to turn these mock-ups into working prototypes and refine them through usability and field testing.